Hello, Dr. William Berger here from Northeast Medical Practice. We are a concierge-style internal medicine, weight management, and aesthetics practice located in Great Neck, New York on Long Island, and wanted to chat with you for a moment about something called AMPK. In terms of looking into and investigating the physiology of the human body and its relationship to the length of our life, to longevity, AMPK, which stands for adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase. So AMP is basically the simplest form of the energy currency of the body. So ATP, adenosine triphosphate, being the higher energy form that's eventually degraded to adenosine diphosphate, ADP, and then down to adenosine monophosphate. So when you're getting a lot of AMP hanging around, that means you've kind of burned out your energy stores and you need to get some more energy. And so that's why fasting can activate AMPK. Also exercise, so that kind of stress on the body will activate AMPK. So can hypoxia, low oxygen levels, but we're not really trying to induce that to activate AMPK. So basically, it's the first two pillars of lifestyle that we want to use as the levers to activate AMPK. So that's a little bit of calorie restriction, maybe time-restricted eating, not really fasting per se, because it can take over 2 days to really activate AMPK by nutrient deprivation, if you will, by fasting. But exercise for sure should be, for 101 reasons or more, be part of everybody's daily routine, or at least 5 days a week. But in this instance, our discussion today, we're talking about AMPK. So AMPK is really kind of like a nutrient sensor and metabolic switchboard for the body. So basically it's going to regulate how your mitochondria are working, the little energy factories of the cell where we actually oxidize the food that we eat and so forth, where we burn it, if you will. And it has been linked to, basically lengthening our life, which is the big reason that I'm mentioning it here. But by keeping our mitochondria in better shape, that's one of the ways in which it does so. And a lot of metabolic diseases actually do the opposite. And so that means things like diabetes and obesity and so forth actually suppress AMPK. AMPK also is beneficial for cardiovascular health and something called autophagy, which in literal translation is self-eating, meaning the role that the immune system plays and other parts of the cell in cleaning up debris from misfolded proteins and other waste products, but also cells that no longer need to be around and therefore need to be gotten rid of. These are senescent cells, sometimes called zombie cells. But basically all the detritus, all the waste, it needs to be gotten rid of, and stimulating AMPK is one of the ways to increase that, and therefore there may be a link to reduction of risk for Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, because they are related, particularly Alzheimer's, to misfolded protein wastes that are accumulating in the brain. So, long story short here, AMPK, one of those master regulators of our metabolism, it is turned on by caloric restriction, fasting, as well as exercise. And it is linked through a number of different processes that I just described to lengthening our life. So we really want to turn on that AMPK. So get out there, exercise, maybe a little bit of time-restricted eating. I don't recommend that you go out there and fast for 3-4 days. You'll lose some muscle mass doing that, and it's not too much fun for most folks. But definitely a lot of both cardiovascular exercise, aerobic exercise, as well as strength training. As always, everything I share with you guys in these videos is for educational purposes only. No doctor-patient relationship has been formed. If you have particular questions or concerns about your own health, please don't hesitate to reach out to your own medical professionals. However, if you'd like to learn more about the concierge-style medicine that we practice here, and in particular how I work on optimizing people's health so they not only can live a long time, but also the majority of those years will be spent in good health. So we want to lengthen the health span, not just the lifespan. If you want to learn more about what we do here, you can call the office, 516-604-3418. You can go to us online, northeastmedicalpractice.com. Find us on all the social media platforms where you're probably watching us now. And also on my Longevity MD podcast, which is on Spotify. I have a new brief podcast appearing tonight at 6 p.m. It's currently August 11th, and that's going to discuss longevity medicine in general, but I also interview cardiologists and urologists and a whole variety of different physicians and clinicians about topics related to optimizing our health. But in the meantime, until we see each other again, be in good health.